I am at SPUR Shelter. Got in about 7:30 last night. Pretty good group of people here already. I was only one guy in the shelter, so I made that two. I don't know, 6 or 7 between tents and hammocks around the area. A lot of tenting and hammocking area. The shelter is right on the trail. Decent fire ring, which thankfully nobody used last night, and grill and what have you. Really, really good water source. Right down the trail, you get basically a river that we have to ford shortly after we head north from the shelter. Good all the way around. Halfway decent picnic table, no problem. There's a bench area out there. Good all the way around. Headed north, don't really know where I'm going today. Same as yesterday. Yesterday's hike, the majority of it, at least I guess really only 3 or 4 miles of it was just painfully rocky. So my pace was slow, didn't get a ton of miles in. It got better at the end, so I'm glad I kind of pushed the end to get to SPUR rather than take a campsite earlier on. This is the water source for SPUR. I'm, almost inside of the shelter. Trail goes up this way, and then there's a bridge that crosses the stream. Last night, long day, a lot of rocks, hard on the feet. I actually put my my camp shoes, which are basically sandals, on, came down and stood in the stream for a few minutes. Felt really good. Hadn't done that yet, but that's one of the things that I kind of had in mind when I decided I wanted to carry them, was the ability to come down and walk around in a stream, or even go take a dip. Obviously not quite deep enough or big enough for that, and it's pretty darn cold. About 9:30, about 2 hours into my hike. It's gotten a little rocky. Hasn't been real bad. It's been a steady up for the most part. It was a little bit of flat at the beginning. A little over 2 miles, 2 hours in. And I'm maybe halfway or a little bit less up. This up goes up close to 4,000 feet. I've gone up about 800 so far. Got probably about 1,000 left of up. Hopefully it's not all like this. It was better. This is southbound. It's been in and out of rocks. A lot of roots for quite a while. It's a calm day. I'd like a little breeze, would be nice. Sun's out and it's kind of warm. It's supposed to get in the 80s today. Gets up in the 80s, I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do, because as you can see, there's a lot of rocks. Because I can't effectively hike. I certainly can't climb when it's in the 80s effectively. I just suck water and make no headway at all. Almost 11 o'clock. Sun's bright. It's a bit rocky. And it's a lot up. Just starting to get a bit of a view. Be nothing in a few weeks when all the trees are out. Been a long steady up. Elevation right now is about 3,600 feet. So that's where I came from. We're on the AT. That's where I'm going. Another, I don't know, a few more 100 feet of up. You see a lot of sets of rock steps that have been obviously there for a long time. And you're kind of thankful to the people in the good old days and all the work that they did. These are new. I mean, you can see, if you look close, you can see where these have been drilled and broken. This has been done within the last year, maybe 2, but quite recently. I think within the last year, because there's a lot of little pieces from chipping and putting it together and whatnot laying around. So thanks to the efforts. This is just after you start coming down. The up, steady up, ended at the high point of the day. There was a trail intersect there, a couple of stealth sites there. Across the top is very rocky, but not real tough walking, not like yesterday. And it still continues to be a bit rocky, but again, has been much easier trail today than it was yesterday. Well, at least the middle part of the day yesterday was just brutal. It's hot now. It's coming up on noon, and I'm just going to walk kind of slow. I don't think I have a lot of up, which is harder to do in the heat. There's a shelter in about 2.5 miles. If If I get there during the heat of the day, I may just take an hour, hour and a half break there because I'm not making good headway in the heat. Heading north. Beautiful day. No real breeze. I was hoping for one. It's hot and sunny. And of course, again, this time of year, there's really no shade because the leaves aren't out yet. The trail's been rocky, but it's not bad like it was yesterday. I've seen this a few times. I don't know how well it'll show up on video. It happens every once in a while, but I haven't videotaped it. I mean, as far down as I can see, the trail is nothing but mud. Nothing. I'm standing up kind of on a log on the side right here, but all the way up through here, come down through, it's nothing but mud. It's really slippery. You step in the wrong spot and it's up over the top of your shoes. And the last thing you want to do, obviously, is slip and fall in this mess, because then you're covered in it. So I'm picking my way down through it. And what it is there's a spring around here someplace. And, you know, one of the indicators is you can see all of the mountain laurel here. I mean, there was nothing green up on top. As we come down, we come into this. You know, it's going to be water. It doesn't always mean it's going to be like this in the trail. Laurel Creek Shelter. There's a privy. You can kind of see it through the woods over there. Like Virginia, though, no bear boxes and no bear hangs. Kind of too bad. You can, speaking of which, just walking by, you can see that line hanging down. The result of, see the yellow line right there? The result of someone's unsuccessful attempt at a PCT hang. There's probably more around if we look for them. It's hard to do. One reason I'm carrying the Ursack. So the shelter's got a picnic table out front. It's not undercover. It's, you know, 50 yards off trail. I like the fact that the fire ring isn't right in front of the shelter. It's a little bit a ways. When they're too close, they get smoke into the shelter, and I don't like that. Blue Blaze Trail is right over there. Water goes down to Laurel Creek. I went down and got water. You can see my water bag is full. I'm going to fill everything up. I don't know. I'm seriously considering going down and taking a bath. Or some version thereof. Hiker version. I really smell bad. And it's hot. It's almost for me too hot to hike. And, you know, I got like 4 days of sweat on me. I'd like to get washed off. I'm going to go down and figure something out here, I think, after I fill everything up. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So it's 2:45, and I'm just getting ready to start hiking again. Too much info probably, but I basically took a bath. There's a nice little shower seat right down in there. I got right down into the stream and washed up good. I got clean socks on. I got clean underwear on. I got everything scrubbed up. Man, I just had several days of sweat on me and dirt, and feel good. Feel good. Washed out my base layer and got all the salt, the couple days of salt out of that, and got everything cleaned up. Yeah, I spent like an hour. A little over an hour probably here between getting ready and getting everything changed and whatnot. I'm not sure I would have hiked much during that though. So, and I wouldn't have felt as good. I feel really good. So my plan as of right now is I'm going to head north. I still don't know exactly where I'm going. I'm going to get out Far Road app here in a minute and kind of get a guess at it. Normally, this would be great. Nice open pasture walk. But there's no air, no wind at all. The sun's still up. And it's hot. So I'm going to try something. I got the umbrella up. See, it gives me a little bit of shade. Still hot for me for walking. I don't know. I think it's still over 80, but I don't know that for sure. I can check it later. Heading north. There's some beautiful farmlands. Some cattle over there. And I'm going that way. Still hiking through trees and fields. Doing pretty good up right now. Road down there was a guy at, he put a sign up saying there's Trail Magic 0.8 ahead. He also gave me a banana. It's pretty country. See, everything's coming out and blossoming. So I just got Trail Magic back. You can see the van through the woods there. There's a car back there too. He had Taco Bell and Gatorade, which was great. And then I was coming to a campsite. And well, this is the campsite. It is a horrible excuse for a campsite. I've either got to do this or I got to go a couple more miles. It's like 6 o'clock. And it's all uphill. It's 1,000 feet up to the next shelter and almost 4 miles. So that doesn't make good sense. This is not perfect. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll let you know.